Hey Pisces, it's Heather here with Earth Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your May connections read. Now keep in mind guys, it is going to be general, so it's not going to absolutely resonate for all of you out there. If it doesn't seem to be your message, there are a ton of amazing readers out there. Feel free to click on one of the links below. I will forewarn you guys, I'm a little under the weather. My allergies that I normally don't have, this Texas weather has been kicking them up. So again, I apologize guys, but it felt like it needed to get done today. I needed to get this out there. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Pisces. And I am going to do what I did last time, guys. I'm going to get your energy, the person you're connecting with energy, and then in the center, kind of let the cards fall where they may and see what we can pick up, what they're trying to tell us. If you're cross-watching, welcome. You know, you might very well resonate more with the Piscean energy versus your side of things. So, as always, take it as it resonates, guys. Trust your gut, follow your intuition. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get Pisces. What can we get for Pisces? Alright, Pisces. So first card out of the deck is the Strength card. At the bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So maybe some of you are in a period of going through and not really second guessing your spirituality, but kind of tuning in, honing in, and figuring out what you value spiritual wise, what's going to make sense to you. You know, maybe getting more in tune with your spiritual side, teaching, mentoring, things like that as well. Just connecting with source. With the Strength card here, I feel like it's an inner strength that's coming in. It's like some of you have shifted your perception, shifted your life, your goals, maybe shifted your spirituality, what you believe, what you see out there. And it's taken a lot of personal courage and personal strength, and I applaud that. You know, that's amazing. That it's not the easiest thing to do, to go from being under one set of traditions and then kind of being enlightened, being awakened, maybe having guides, you know, tell you or show you that that's not the way it's going to be for you. And so you're going on a new path, and it takes a lot of bravery and a lot of courage. So I commend you for that. So we have the Five of Crystals, which is equivalent to the Five of Pentacles here, underneath the Strength card. So maybe you've had a lot of inner strength and a lot of turmoil you've overcame because at some period you felt left out. Maybe the way that you were brought up, maybe, I keep going back to that, I don't know why. The way that things have always been for you, maybe it made you felt like you were alone. Maybe you felt like you were always more spiritual and universal, and people didn't understand, or people couldn't grasp the concepts or the thoughts or the topics you wanted to talk about. And you're finally reaching a period where you're ready to take risks. Starseed card, which is equivalent to the Fool in General Tarot deck. You know, the Fool card, it speaks about beginning a new chapter, starting anew, the Fool's journey. What the cards are completely about, all of them come down to the first step, which is the Fool's journey. I feel like some of you are journeying down or venturing down a new path. You're ready to take risks, take chances towards what your soul's calling you to do, who your soul's calling you to be with, possibly. You have this Ten of Wands here. I feel like that's you laying down burdens, other people's beliefs, other people's opinions, other people's negative energy, negative constructs, and you saying, no, this is not for me anymore. I'm not going to surround myself with this energy. I'm, you know, taking the leap into something else and leaving all of this behind. You guys, that's powerful. Okay, I see you, Pisces. I see you. You guys always lead in the pack. They say it's Aries, and don't get me wrong, I love my Aries, but I feel like Pisces, spiritually wise, you guys lead the pack a lot of the time. And you can't help it. It's just, you guys are in tune. So we have the Tower, whoever you're connecting with. Two of Swords. Two of Cups. Knight of Wands, the Emperor here, and the Nine of Swords are reversed. So we're just going to talk about these two energies real quick. Because to me, this feels like they are mirroring you almost. Maybe not in the sense of the romanticism. You know, maybe the moments that you've already overcame and overcome and your movement forward. It's like this person's trying to play catch up is what it feels like to me. Nine of Swords reversed with the Emperor. So the Emperor is a very masculine, it is my divine masculine card. It is, you know, an Aries energy. I do equate it sometimes with Leo, though, especially with this imagery, just because it's a powerful indicator of strength and inner strength. And, of course, you have the Strength card there, which could be an indicator of Leo. These two together, it's like someone has finally come into their power. And they are coming out of their head, out of mental anxiety that they've been in, self-imposed, in order to kind of push forward and go to what they are truly called to do, which is awesome because you guys have had strength that's been found in order to head towards what you're meant to do. They have the Tower on top of the Two of Swords. So I feel like they've had an awakening, an epiphany, an enlightenment. Tower card is Scorpio. They've had some kind of moment of clarity. I'm noticing the two moons on the card, the imagery. Imagery always tells stories for me. So maybe between the two Libra moons. I can't really remember when it started. I'm not even going to act like I did, guys. I know it was back in March, and then it wrapped up in April, you know, not too long ago. Maybe between those two phases, they had some clarity, some changes coming in. And that's what the moon was about. It was about bringing in changes, defining structure, concepts, and stuff in relationships. And they're having to make a choice. I feel like they're making a choice to move forward passionately towards love. Yeah, the Two of Swords on top of the Knight of Wands. Choices, decisions that need to be made. Again, I'm noticing the moons in the background. Two. You have a lot of two imagery here. You have two moons on the Tower, two moons on the Two of Swords, two cups. I mean, maybe you've been seeing 222. You know, divine guidance, alignment, things like that. 222. Again, two people on this Ten of Wands. Two beings on the Strength card. 222. Just, you know, look it up, guys. Maybe some of you have been seeing that, or 1111s. They're making a choice. They are making a choice, discerningly making a choice about what they're passionate about, what they want to head towards. And it's the Two of Cups. It's falling right underneath this Knight of Wands. And I feel like it's because they finally reached a point where, like I said, they're in their power and they're done with all the bullshit. They are done and leaving behind any anxiety, fears, anything like that that they've had. I feel like they caused a lot. This connection caused a lot of fears and anxiety in them. I can't tell you why, obviously, but I can tell you that they had a lot of reservations, a lot of fears built up, but they're coming out of that. They're stepping into their power. Let's see where this energy is meeting up, guys. The bottom of the deck is I'm showing y'all this, the High Priestess. So maybe energetically wise between the two of you, you've both been spiritually more in tune. And because of that, it's brought forth enlightenment for them. It's bringing forth some inner strength, some power inside of you. Let's see what we can get. Serenity. So wanted to pop out. Seven of Swords, yeah. They're cutting out what does not serve them. I heavily feel like that. King of Cups has been coming up a lot. And my Akashic Records has too. And then the High Priestess, she wanted to pop out, but yeah, I feel like spiritually you guys are becoming more in tune with each other. And it's because you want to give love. King of Cups. The King of Cups is a giving love. This card especially, the imagery. Being alignment. Set inside yourself, fulfilled, lit up inside. And having two cups. One for you and one for the person that you love. And wanting to give them their cup and you have yours. You're fulfilled inside yourself and you're sharing it with someone else. This is a deep love. It may be unspoken between the two of you how deep it is, because it's very profoundly deep. Especially with the Akashic Records here. This is a card indicative of preordained, predestined, universal guidance. It's like it's leading you towards each other for a purpose. Serenity is my Hermit card. Again, notice the full moon in the background. You know, maybe this period, this energy that's been going on our entire planet, you know, the energy that's just been going around, it's like, it's stirring up so many spirituality in relationships. It's like so many people are tired of the norm, the mundane. They want something that's real and soulful and connective, and, you know, something that sparks joy inside of them, but also makes them feel safe to be themselves, safe to be free within this connection, within the relationships. And whatever's going on between the two of you, it was something that's destined to happen, this connection. It's been destined. You know, maybe it was brought to change someone's life. And then, you know, in the same period, it's brought you great strength. I'm getting back to, I can't remember whose reading it was, guys, and I'm not going to say I can. I did a reading for one of the signs the other day, and they had the same kind of vibe to it. It was predestined, preordained. It was just meant to come forward this way. There was no escaping how destined it was. And it was the reason, season, or lifetime. People come into your life for a reason. They come in for a season, or they come in for a lifetime. And it's your discernment, and it's theirs, what it's supposed to be. But I can say this connection was meant to come together. And I feel like it's meant to come back together, because this is a mutual energy between the two of you with this King of Cups. I feel like it's meant to come back into fruition for that purpose. I'm going to clarify. What I want to clarify, guys. I want to know what this Hermit's about. I know it's going within and speaking and connection and things like that, but with Source, I want to know, like, why, what it's about. Bottom of the deck is the Justice card, card of Libra. So maybe the Libra energy, the vibration's going around. So we have 4 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, King of Swords, and Queen of Swords. Okay, so there's a king and a queen here. Maybe the serenity, the going within, is about both of you becoming more discerning with your energies, and also becoming a little bit more open when it comes to words, communication, a little bit more vocal about what you both want. Because these, to me, are falling on either side of serenity. So it's like you both are going within in order to find a place where you can speak your truth. You know, Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. You have Leo with the Strength. The crystals are Pentacles, so that's Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You have Swords, 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 Cups, but I feel like that's love. Highly feel like that's the destined love. You have the 10 of Pentacles, or sorry, the 10 of Wands on the 4 of Pentacles. So these two, I feel like this is you leaving behind, or both of you leaving behind, stubbornly stuck. I keep getting stubbornly stuck, like you both were holding on to situations or attachments or ways of being or ways you were before. And this 10 of Wands is you laying down those burdens, realizing that you don't have to be stuck. You don't have to be who you were before. You can move forward and you can find happiness through that. There's potential here, great potential here. But it's going to take the burdens being laid down, because that's the second time we've gotten the 10 of Wands. It was in your energy and now it's in your shared energy. So I feel like you've been working and taking a leap towards this, towards laying down these burdens. And this is mutually something that y'all need to do too. You need to let go of what has passed. Let go of what's happened. Let go of what's past. Move forward. Because that 4 of Pentacles is my comfortably stuck. It's my stubborn, I say stubborn Sally. That's just positive Patty, stubborn Sally, butthurt Betty. Those are my, my catchphrases, guys. I feel like, I feel like the energies need to be let go of so you become unstuck. So this situation becomes unstuck, this relationship. So this King of Cups can come in. So this energy between the two of you, this mutual love, this give and take, this Two of Cups energy can come in. In order for it to, it's going to take both of you deciding to lay down burdens. They might be energetic burdens too. Like maybe it was you taking on other people's problems, or them taking on problems that weren't theirs. Or maybe valuing other people's opinions or their energy or their toxicity, when in reality it wasn't necessary. You didn't have to value it. You didn't have to stay stuck. You could have, moved out of that. And that's what you guys are going to do. I feel like heavily that's what you're going to do. It's just getting to that point of making a decision to be discerning, to cut ties, to move forward. And it's because you are going within, and it's a spiritually guided path that's leading you guys into your discernment. Into this King of Cups. I feel like this is shared between the two of you, a mutual love. And this period right now is about you both coming into your own. Coming through with clarity, with honesty, tactfully, passionately. And then in the end, it leads to the cups being given. It leads to love. So my advice here would just be discerning with who and what energies you're surrounding yourself with. Be discerning with what baggage you choose to take forward. And don't stay comfortably stuck. Push yourself forward in your spirituality, in your growth. If you get something and it just feels like a yes, just an internal, just a yes, do it. Do it. Because I feel like that's what's going to lead you two back together, is you both embodying that kind of spirit and leaving behind who you were before, maybe, who other people thought you were, in order to embrace who you are truly meant to become in this life, on your spiritual journey, on your paths, because your paths were meant to cross for a reason. Alright guys, I'm going to set these up real quick. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab whatever they throw my way from the Oracle deck, the Animal Spirit deck, and then my Universal deck as well. Alright, so I'm just going to give this one more quick shuffle. I pre-shuffled them, but I'm stubborn. I always like to. Please go one more time. So what can we get for Pisces? Okay. Yeah, some of you could definitely be connecting with Leo energy. I'm just getting the vibes because, the lion's right here too. The lion is the equivalent of the divine masculine in his spiritual power. So this is someone that's very charismatic, energetic, commanding, a natural leadership presence. But they are also spiritually sound and grounded within themselves. They are in alignment at its peak. We have the Firefly here, which is about the spark, the joy, the happiness within. And then we have the Wolf, which is another fiery energy. The Wolf it's a very protective energy. With the Wolf, it's always about leading the pack, someone trying to lead. And the good and bad side is when it's in alignment, it's someone that can naturally lead a situation courageously, protectively. And when it's in its negative state, it's someone that tries to take control of everything, overbearing, over-controlling, and possessive versus protective. And, there's nothing wrong with being protective. But when you're in a low energy state and you become incredibly possessive and jealous and things like that, that's when you're out of vibrational alignment. So my advice for that energy would be to, keep your alignment, keep your discernment, stay on your path. Realize the spark that's between the two of these signs, because this is falling in the middle. There is a spark, a light lit within these two. And I feel like it's what's guiding you two back together is the light, the spark, the joy you've always had with each other. I love that. All right. So what can we get There's one right on the back. What else can we get for Pisces? Communication. Intuitive and psychic powers. I feel like you guys are very in tune. Oh, I love this. Okay, so obviously communication is about communication. It can be 3D communication coming in. It can be reaching a point where you can speak openly and honestly and tactfully and discerningly with someone else. It is also about spiritual communication coming in if it's more 5D based. So it could be dreams coming in, synchronicities, spirits guiding you, things like that as well. But this communication between these two is powerful because you can see like the life that's within them. They're speaking out. You know, it can also be calling for someone and calling for communication to come in. Maybe someone here has been praying or hoping or trying to manifest. They have healing, guys. That's beautiful because there's been healing here. There's healing within this communication, I feel, too. So when this finally comes in, whether it's you or the other person, I feel like it's going to bring forth a lot of healing in this relationship, in this situation, in this connection. It's going to cause a lot of healing internally for you both separately. So maybe like spiritual communication that's been coming in has been helping you along your path of healing. But when this comes in, the 3D, it's going to bring forth healing within this connection. Alright, let's see what we can get for you guys. You guys have a lot wanting to come out. Okay. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am loved and miracles are natural. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Yes. The universe is on this ride with you guys. They are on this wild ride. And they are supporting you every single step of the way. Hope is the conduit for miracles. You guys are getting miracles. I feel like that's what this communication really is for you guys. I feel like when it comes in, it's going to be a shock. Just ground yourself, ground your energy because it's going to be unexpected. This moment, I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the most that the universe can truly get to work. Yeah. So when you embrace the peace and you just kind of surrender and give it to them, that's when things shift, guys. That's when things change. That wolf energy, the overbearing, the trying to control things. Let it be. Let it be, let it flow. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. Yes, raise your vibrations. These kind of connections always call for high vibes, guys. High vibes in order to come together in union again. You have to be vibing high. That firefly energy, that spark, that spirit, that light lit up. If you are dimming yourself down and not standing in your power, how are they going to see it? They can't. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Yes. I feel like there's been a lot of not only fear about this relationship, but fear about laying down burdens, laying down opinions that no longer serve you. Because in the end, it's your life to live, guys. And, you know, you live life the way you want to. You choose to. Do not let other people dictate your life for you. That is one of the worst mistakes you can make because this life was a gift given to you for you. Live it the way you want to. Alright, guys, that's going to be it for your connections. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of the month, and I will see you in a couple weeks for your May overalls. Love and light. Bye.